What's up, party people? Are you ready for Light Up the Night?
Brie, we have to record a RamTV episode first.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, I'm Adriana Davila.
And I'm Daniela Cadena.
Are you ready for RamTV?
Although reaching a gross income of $100 million in its first week, Blake Lively's and Justin Baldoni's It Ends With Us film has received a lot of backlash. This film is based on the 2016 best-selling novel by Colleen Hoover. This story is about Lily Blossom Bloom, who falls in love with a charming but abusive neurosurgeon along with other twists. However, audiences weren't too happy with the movie's portrayal of domestic violence. Some critics say that it romanticizes abusive relationships, many with personal experience furious about the lack of awareness of the actual situation. At the same time, if anybody has had the real-life experience, I can imagine how hard it would be to imagine that experience being in a romance novel, Baldoni said. What do you think, Rams?
This airport is launching the world's first document-free boarding process. Ever heard of face boarding? It's not upside-down skateboarding. It's the future of travel, baby. And it means you'll be able to soon board planes using just your face. Following the news that 2 airports in Europe are trialing this new passport-free boarding process, one airport in the Middle East is set to ditch boarding documents altogether. As part of Abu Dhabi's airport's Smart Travel project from 2025, passengers traveling through Abu Dhabi Zayed International Airport will be able to check in for their flights using just facial recognition, thanks to the rollout of this new artificial intelligence at all security checkpoints. But how does the tech actually work? Well, it comes from a form of sensors that will be installed, and travelers will pass through 3 before departure of the plane. 1 for registering their likeness, 1 to check in, and 1 to board.
This past summer, a Texas family found themselves saving an orphaned owl in an unusual way. In a famous Facebook post, the Wild West Wildlife Rehabilitation Center in Amarillo, Texas, told the story of the Adlongs, the family who saved the bird. The family reported that they had found the owl, and the facility owner had asked them if they had placed the bird in a box to keep it safe. However, the Adlong family didn't have a box, so Katie Adlong wrapped the bird on the tortilla to keep the bird from getting cold. She said, "I wrapped my little bird in a warm tortilla and I swaddled him up. That's all I had."
Albert Einstein may have been one of the greatest geniuses in history, but that didn't mean he thrived at school. Einstein didn't get bad grades, that's a myth, but he did intensely dislike the routine and rigor of his traditional German education. He skipped classes, argued with teachers, and eventually dropped out of school in frustration at 15 to educate himself. It is in fact nothing short of a miracle that the modern methods of instruction have not yet entirely strangled the holy curiosity of inquiry, Einstein once said. Einstein clearly didn't think discipline, obedience, and long hours of cramming were the key to developing a mind to its fullest potential. So what did he recommend? The surprising answer is fairy tales. Fairy tales and more fairy tales, he persisted, adding that creative imagination is the essential element in the intellectual equipment of the true scientist, and that fairy tales are the childhood stimulus of this quality.
And that's all the news we have for today, Rams. I'm Daniela Cadena.
I'm Adriana Davila.
And this was RamTV.
What's up, Rams? My name is Aaron De La Cruz, and this is Mawood Sports Minute. The Mawood varsity football team is preparing for their Week 1 contest 7 p.m. Friday at Divide. I had the opportunity to stop by the locker room and have a word with head coach Rangel on the upcoming season.
A couple of things as far as importance is we've actually defined our culture. We talk about the road to the Rocky Top and the processes that we use to get there. As far as exciting, right? We brought a bump box to the field now, so now we've got a bump box like some of these teams have. There's a few. First and foremost, Del Valle, that one's personal to me. I spent 10 years at Del Valle before coming over. And then obviously Pebble Hills. That's one. That's also our man of influence night. And we want to make sure that we go and we handle business against those Spartans.
The Mawood volleyball team is currently 8-5 after beating Emmanuel Christian 3-2 this past Tuesday. The Lady Rams left to Lubbock on Wednesday to show their horns in the Friendship Tournament this weekend. The cross-country team ran at the Eastwood Invitational where the team shows improvement, with the JV girls finishing 3rd overall. The cross-country team will be running at Mountain View Saturday morning for the Clint ISD Invitational. Our Ram tennis team continues to stay undefeated at 7-0 early this season. This past week at the Mall Americas Invitational, they defeated Eastlake, Eldorado, and Americas for first place with a score of 11-8 in the finals. That is all the sports news I have for you this week. My name is Aaron De La Cruz, and this is Mawood Sports Minute.